was born to be free.
Hello, welcome back. Welcome to Saturday morning. I got up at 7 and went and had a shower in the new shower block that they've been talking about here. That was very nice. I'm about to have breakfast and a cup of coffee, but before I do that, I wanted to take off some remaining electronics. And so I've been cutting the 12 volt and the ground supply to the old engine. It's a bit like the control box I've now got up there. This is the little version that they have on here. It's got a relay similar to mine, I noticed now, which I guess we had the same idea. They've gone for a proper size one. I went for that oversized one for the starter motor. And I imagine there's also a resistor somewhere in there in order to give the excitation to the alternator. That was bolted on the side of the engine here, and so I've just undone those two bolts, removed the supply. It no longer needs that, which is the old temperature switch that wasn't working, or those two which come off here, which are the pickup off the camshaft for the RPM. So it no longer needs those because I've got my own. So with that removed and that wiring gone, I don't know what to do with that. It's a bit greasy. I've got a lot cleaner engine because I don't have all this thing sitting here. There's that temperature sensor I mentioned. The thermostat is under here, so this is like where the hot water comes out the engine. So that's a really great place to get that pickup. With all of that removed, I wonder if I can just attach this somewhere. We'll have a look. The other thing I did yesterday, I came down partway across the journey from Chichester, and I noticed that this was almost developed a standing wave, a bit like that. Do you know what I mean? It was just getting a bit close to the oil, a bit of fluff on there as well, to the oil filter, and so I managed to loosen it and get more tension. The best way I found, just for if anybody else is doing it, it's very hard to get tension on one of these. You kind of loosen that, and these are the things that then you let go and it swings, and then you set and then tighten that back up. But down here there's a slot, I don't know if you can see it, and by getting a screwdriver in here I could get some leverage, not on anything that would break. And this is much tighter now. Don't want to be too tight, you need to be able to turn it 90 degrees, but that is tighter than it was. And that's all I'm going to do, because what I really want to do is get into there. Swan flying past. Behind that bolt is a pencil anode, and I bought a new one, but I can't get that bolt open very easily. I've actually bought some square sockets. Let me see if I can find the pencil anode to show you. There it is. That's what it looks like. So behind that bolt and screwed on the end of that bolt is one of these, or is there? Has it just decayed and gone completely? So I've now bought a square socket set. I can get some good leverage on that and pull it, but I'm not in my home port. I don't want it to shear off or something terrible happen, so I will leave that till I'm down on the boat next. Trying to be mindful what I do here away from home, but overall I think that's a lot more accessible without that computer on the side. I'm quite happy with how that's all looking, and this having this light here that I put in to illuminate really makes a big difference. Meanwhile, in the real world, I'll hold you up. Apart from lots of ducks and swans and things, you can see the tide is out. I'm waiting for it to come in. I plan to leave pretty soon after I've got enough water. On the website you can see how much water is over the bar. At the moment there's about 30 centimetres over the bar. I need at least 1.5 metres. I reckon that'll be there by about 9:15. So I'll just check the engine still starts, I haven't broken anything, have some coffee, have some breakfast. I'll bring you back when I'm leaving. It's just gone 10 o'clock. There's 1.4 metres over the bar and rising. I need 1.2 minimum. It'll be 1.5 by the time I'm there. That's plenty, I think. You'll find out. Tide's coming in, still some boats resting on their keels out there, but this bank's disappeared, although it is still out there. It's going to be interesting getting out of here actually, because as you know, Sampaguita likes to go to the left. So I'm going to faff around in here and see whether I can maybe go left, but then get her to come forward. I want to go out straight, obviously. Up there, turn left. So I've just got 2 lines remaining. All the electricity's taken in, the shore power's taken in. So I'll set you up and you can watch how this goes. Turning, just in the stern tick over. Look at that, that's about the most I've ever managed to get her out of stern. It's helped by the wind, which is going that way. Take it easy through the shallows. These red cans on the starboard side were what, the mud? Don't know. Go over the bar, 0.9 metres. Just slow down slightly. 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. Half a metre below the keel. Got this big freight ship coming in. It's good that he's ahead of me. I'm going to want to cross the channel. I don't know if you can see a big black shape on the horizon. Right, I think that's the worst of it. 0.6, 0.8. Speed up a bit. Yeah, 1.3. So Bembridge is behind me. Quite close to Bembridge is the shipping channel, so I've just had a container ship go that way and I've got a big one crossing in front of me, and then I've got all of these ships. I don't know if you can see them. They're just anchored up waiting for their turn to go into Portsmouth or Southampton, I suppose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the channel under engine, not with any sails, because it's so close. I can already see the marker buoys there. There's the red buoy, and I'm not going to go into it obviously until I'm sure, right, he's passed, and I'll make sure there's no one coming the other way, because it's really quite gloomy. Because I want to go this way, which is dead into wind, so I'm going to end up tacking for a bit, assuming there's enough wind to kind of make good way. Otherwise I'll end up just motor sailing the whole way. but I don't want the complication of sails while I've got beasts like that around. So that's my plan. Motor up to the channel, take a look, get across the channel, think about sails. We're sailing. Oh, we're sailing. Let me show you where. Not the right direction as normal. Really, we want to be heading up along. Let me just sit here. We really want to be heading up along this line to West Pole, but of course the wind doesn't want to let us do that. So I've got a nice kind of 50 degrees to the wind if I sail along here, and when I get to a certain point around this area north of the Nab Channel, I will tack and see if I can get all the way to West Pole that way. We're doing 3.1 knots and about 7.5 knots apparent, which isn't bad, is it? And it's tempting to rush. I'd quite like to get home, see Becky, but I think actually rather than just punch through this with the engine on, I think I'll do this sailing route. At least give it an hour. Let's see how that's looking. And it is lovely. Let me show you. Auto tiller's doing its thing. Mine's pretty neat. Sails look pretty good, to be honest. Not much of a lean on. The panel looks amazing, and yes, everything's working. I think I'll just take some deep breaths. Time for the last tack towards West Pole.
So yeah, it's been a lovely relaxing sail, doing about 3.1 knots, tacking my way up and getting in the right kind of place to then do this final tack. So let's do this. Come through. Ah, good angle on West Pole. Nice. Well, as you can hear, I brought the engine back on. I'm near West Pole. I'm going to bring down the sails and take her home. She's behaved perfectly. It's been a very relaxing sail back. It's quite an impressive sight, West Pole. You can see it from a long way away when the visibility is, you know, not messed around by fog or something. Yeah, it's here at the end of the sandbank from Chichester Harbour. So happy. Instruments are amazing. Well, there you have it. Back in. That was an interesting free flow, quite fast flowing. but I managed to use my foot to adjust the throttle. And what a great trip. Good shakedown. Boat performed flawlessly. This new main sheet rigging setup is working well. And oh my goodness. The panel is perfect. Really appreciate you following along. I really appreciate all your advice along the way as well. And I can't wait to get back to sailing as the weather's now improving. Thanks a lot for watching the video.